All right, Giants Nation. I know a lot of you guys are not going to like this, but I got to be honest with you guys. Maybe, just maybe, the Giants should have put themselves in a position to draft Jayden Daniels. And I think some of you guys that wanted Jayden Daniels will agree with me, but there's only one way we could have done that. And if you go back in time, you got to remember that there were a bunch of rumors about the Giants trading Saquon Barkley, because you couldn't get the deal done with Saquon Barkley. And then when you go back now and look at the Hard Knocks and look at the offseason, you realize that the Giants didn't retain Xavier and they didn't retain Barkley. In hindsight, if the Giants were ran by a different group of people, you would trade Barkley and you lose out and you draft Jayden Daniels. Don't complain about it being tanking, especially for you guys that don't like Daniel Jones. How dare you complain about Daniel Jones but get upset when somebody speaks the truth about maybe the Giants should have positioned themselves for Jayden Daniels. Now, some of you guys might not see the hype with Jayden Daniels, but I think ultimately he will be way better than Dakota Prescott and Jalenhurts. I'm not high on Jalenhurts. I feel like Jalenhurts is better than Daniel Jones. I feel like Dak Prescott is better than Jalenhurts and Daniel Jones, but at the same time, I kind of feel like all three quarterbacks, not named Jayden Daniels, they're game managers. So, you know, when Cam Newton called guys like Dak Prescott game managers, he was 100% right. I don't know what the outrage was about. Purdy's a game manager too. He's probably one of the best game managers, but Dak Prescott is a very good game manager. He's not Brock Purdy, but he's better than Jalen at being a game manager. But ultimately, with these game managers, it's all about the talent you have around them. That's why you see people complaining about Daniel Jones, saying, oh, Daniel Jones need the team to be perfect. Yeah, because he's not a good game manager, but he's a game manager. He's not a game changer. And so, you know, we had the opportunity to get a game changer in Daniels. I could see in the near future him being the best QB in the NFC East, because I'm not high on Dak Prescott. Some Cowboy fans are not high on Dak Prescott. You still got the loser Cowboy fans that, you know, they're willing to allow this man to not elevate in the playoffs and let them down every year, and they'll blindly follow him, just like with the Daniel Jones fans, which honestly I didn't even know existed. When people told me that there were people that were Daniel Jones fans, I'm like, why are you even checking for people who are Daniel Jones fans? If we all like look at Daniel Jones and say, okay, he's the worst quarterback in the NFC East, and some people are saying he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, why are you paying attention to Daniel Jones fans? What is wrong with you? So at the end of the day, though, a lot of y'all are going to get disappointed again by the Giants. We're going to say, oh, you know, I like Cam Ward. I hope we get Cam Ward. They're not drafting no goddamn Cam Ward. I'll believe it when I see it. Cam Ward, Sanders, they ain't getting drafted. I'm not saying the Giants are racist or anything, but I'm just saying they're not going to get drafted. And if you have doubts about whether the Giants will draft, you know, one of those top black quarterbacks, just look at history. They don't have any interest. I mean, if they had interest, they would have went for Jayden Daniels. But I know some of you guys are a little bit slow. You know, the Giants told you, hey, you know, we tried to trade up. How are you going to trade up with teams that want quarterbacks, that drafted quarterbacks? Guys, put two and two together. The Giants are lying to you. They wanted Daniel Jones to have the QB1 spot. As soon as he got hurt, they realized that they missed the opportunity to trade Saquon Barkley. But then also you have an owner that probably wouldn't have went for that trade. So maybe Joe wanted to trade Saquon Barkley, but he realized that John Mara's like, yo, we still got tickets to sell for the season. We got jerseys and stuff. You trade Saquon Barkley, people are going to get upset. So, you know, they let Saquon Barkley walk in the free agency period and have him look like the villain. But ultimately, they should have just traded Saquon Barkley and go for Jayden Daniels if that's what Dable wanted, and that's what Dable wanted.
Yeah, might be there at 6.
Daniels, have you guys seen enough that you would trade up for him?
Daniels?
Yeah, I would.
Yes. Daniels?
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
So now it's coming back to bite us in our foot, because we'll play Washington again. And initially I was saying that should be a win for us, but he might be in stride by the time we play him again, and he might play better. He didn't get a touchdown when he played us, but then he played the Bengals, and the Bengals are supposed to be better defensively, and he lit them up. So I don't know, guys. You tell me. Do you think Jayden Daniels is the best quarterback in the NFC East? If you say no, can you see him eventually being the best quarterback in the NFC East? Because I know some of you guys have your loyalty tied to one of the 3 game manager ass quarterbacks in the NFC East. But tell me what you think down below.